Okay, so I brought this idea to Prima last year, and it's taken a year to kind of get this into your guys' hands. So I'm very excited about it. It's very close to my heart, of course. And I wanted to make something that uh, you could create in show your faith through your creativity and to share the gifts God's given you by showing it outwardly to everybody else. And I wanted to make products that weren't just for Bible journaling. I know a lot of people love journaling in our Bibles, but also there's so many that kind of don't feel comfortable with doing that. So I wanted to give you stuff that you can make home decor pieces. You can use it on your planner. I'll show you this. The color on this is a little bright in the camera, but it's a Webster's journal, Color Crush. I love it. And I'll show you kind of some of the things I've done in my planner. I'll show you a little canvas, quick little wood canvas. These would be fun to do in for the holidays. Just making quick little gifts would be awesome on that. And just kind of having fun with it. And I wanted to give you something that give you kind of that artistic feel and give you a great jumping off point instead of building from the bare bones, because sometimes we don't feel comfortable doing that, and sometimes we just don't have the time to do that. So let's go ahead. I'm going to show you a little bit. And at the end of the show, I have a little surprise. Some of you who've been following me know that I've slowly put together this giveaway, and I have been waiting to finish it until we release the product, because one of you will get a few of the pieces from the collection in the bag, and I'll show you the bag and everything that you'll be able to win before you can even buy it in the store. So make sure you guys hang out until the end, and I'll show you everything that I'm giving away in the bag. I mean, there's tons of stuff, and actually in the bag, you will also, the lucky winner will also win the same Bible I use. And I'll show you that in a little bit. But I wanted to show you a few pages inside here first, and kind of just give you an idea of kind of where I came starting doing this. And I started thanks to a few people, friends of ours. A friend of mine, Jan, who was Bible journaling. I saw her beautiful artwork last year, and I just loved it. And I loved that she was able to use her artwork in a meaningful way like this. So she kind of gave me the jumping off point to get started with this, and I'm so grateful that I did, because it really makes me think a lot more about who I am and about my faith and everything else. So it's kind of a nice way to kind of, especially myself, I'm a visual person. So I'm very visual with pictures and things like that. So being able to kind of, being able to do stuff like this really kind of hits home with me. So the first thing I want to show you are new stamps, the Women of the Bible. And I don't know exactly where my Ruth stamp went. I have a feeling I forgot it up at Prima when I went to do our video. So I will show you the page so you can kind of see here. Of course, these stamps are a little smaller than our original Bloom Girls, but I wanted something that you could fit in the margins of the Bible, but they're still a great size for cards. You could use them on perfect tag size. I mean, these are like ideal tag size stamps. You can use them on so many different projects. It's so much fun. And let me go ahead and find, where are they? Sorry, guys. There it is. Looking at it upside down, I can't. So this is Ruth, and I'll kind of see if I can get it up close. Again, I'm sorry for the camera. I haven't used it live yet, so I'm not sure on the how it focuses. It's not really focusing well. So that's Ruth. Okay. I'll give you also during the workshop, give you sources on finding journaling Bibles. I see some of you are questioning that, so I'll give you a few sources that I've been able to find them at. We also in the series have Eve with the apple at the bottom. Okay, we have Esther in the middle, and I'll show you a page I did with her in a minute, and then we have Mother Mary. Okay. Oh, I don't like this camera. I wish there was a way I could shut off the focus. I wonder if there is. Give me a second, guys. Let me see if I can just try something real quick. Let's see if this works. Oh, did I fix it? We'll see in a minute. So this is Esther, and as you can see, it was pretty quick little, it was a pretty quick page to do. I stamped her down with permanent ink. You want to use permanent ink on this because I used a lot of water-based mediums around it, and that will allow your ink from smearing, keep it from smearing. I used a little bit of watercolor around the edge, and then watercolor pencil on her face and a little colored pencil in her hair. So it took me maybe 5 minutes. I believe I showed you Ruth in our video that we posted earlier today. And just something that something that reminds you of what you read if you're Bible journaling, something that's visually going to remind you of something that you read or something that stood out to you. It's kind of the whole purpose of this, is to kind of get you to remember what it's all about. And if you're not into Bible journaling, she's a beautiful image to use on other projects, okay? And one of you will win the Eve stamp in the giveaway later on. And I'll announce that giveaway tomorrow morning. I'll give you guys a chance to enter tonight, and I'll announce the winner tomorrow morning on my pages, and I'll give you that information too. Hi, Zandra. Alrighty, so we have the Women of the Bible stamps. Another great stamp set I really wanted to do was a full set that has every book of the Bible in the set. You have numbers and you have little icons that are fun to put on the top of your pages to kind of remind you, kind of give you an idea of what the verse that you journaled about was, was about. Let me find the other page and I'll show you. This one right here. And this will kind of move us on into other products. But up top, I used the little people stamp. Isn't that fun? I love it. We used the little people stamp, and then I used the book and the numbers to stamp out what the verse was that stood out to me on the page. So it's a great way if you're wanting to use verses from the Bible on card fronts, or writing a little letter. It's great to have all the words to stamp them in that way. They are foam stamps. All of these are foam cling stamps. They're all cling stamps. And I actually have a set out, and I've put them all in a little plastic container. And these stamps the ones I have pretty good cling to them, so they just cling to my little box. And I have my set. I've been making tabs to put it in the front of each book as well. You can see here I've been making tabs out of them also. So that's a great way to use them. If you have one, like a verse that stands out to you and you want to remember where that's at, you can put a tab on one of our little cards, put it at the edge of your page, and attach like a little tab with the icon to remind you as well. So it's just a fun little way to kind of use that set. I wanted something that was all-in-one that you could really kind of create and use on your own. This stamp set will also be in the giveaway. There's one stamp that flew out of the top though, so I gotta find out where that disappeared to. But you will also receive this set as well. So much fun, I can't believe it. Uh-oh. The minion's going off again. So our stamps, along with those stamps, we have some little saying stamps. Some of them are kind of pulled from Bible verses. Some are just kind of sayings that I pulled from kind of my faith and stuff like that. And then we have little stamps that kind of help embellish as well. A little fun. Let me see if I can get it to focus in there. Okay. Where are you focusing? This is supposed to be a good one too. Okay. Can you hold stuff up? Yeah. Okay. Let me see. My camera won't go down any further. Hold on real quick, you guys. We may be doing a little bit of transitioning here, so I can give you guys a little better view. Hold on. This camera is a little wider angled than my last one. Let's see. That's not going to help. I'll just hold stuff up so you can see it a little better. So we have, this is part of the set. I cut it in half so it was easier to transport for myself. Then we have this set. Okay, come on. And then we also have this set, and I have them all turned over so they cling. But I'll flip them all around. I love this set. This is a great little set to put along the borders of your pages or use them on cards. Really fun. And the banner, this banner is what I used here on the book, the page. Whoop. And these again are all cling stamps. And this set's called Royal. This is a little filigree. I have paint on it. Somehow it got paint on it. So, but this is the other set. Okay. So we have those two stamp sets as well. There's also one that has a C.S. Lewis quote on it, but I don't have that stamp. But you could see it on all of the posters that Prima's been posting on their Facebook page. It shows it on there. So make sure you go ahead and take a look there as well. Those, I'm really excited about the stamps and just really having fun with that. Oh, it's just, oh, I'm overwhelmed with it, and I'm so happy it's finally here. Now that we're off with the stamps, I want to show you the new stencils, okay? So the stencils we have this cute little 3-piece set, and it comes with 3 little stencils, perfect for journaling in your Bible or using just, like the daily life type stuff. You can use those for that as well. You can, hey, look at what I just learned I could do with my camera. There we go. Is that better, guys? I pushed a button. Oh, no problem, Delana. Have fun on your trip. Thank you. So here's the stencils, and they come 3 to a set. It says God is love, faith, and then we have a nice little frame. And this will also be in your giveaway, okay? So we're going to have the stencils in this one, and then there's also this stencil, and unfortunately this one won't be in with the other goodies, but I wanted to show you this. So it's a heart with the cross in the center, and you can take the cross out. And I wanted to make sure you had both the positive and the negative for this. So you get both pieces. Okay. And some of the girls on the team did a beautiful job using this stencil set, and I love it. Okay. And what I did was I put this down and I used some of chalk ink around the edge to kind of give me my lines of where I wanted my stencil. And then I used a little bit of watercolor. And again, in the video that's on YouTube from today, we'll show you how I created this page. So go ahead and check that out. I hand wrote this with a micro pen. When you're using product, and since we're kind of into the mixed media here, when you're getting started, if you're just starting out with Bible journaling, the pages, of course, are pretty thin. They're thicker than a standard Bible, but they are still thin, so you will have a little bit of bleed through. Me, personally, it doesn't bother me that much. If I ever want to do something on this side, I'll use a little bit of white gesso over here and, you know, go about my day. But others like to use clear gesso to prep their page. That way they could prep the entire page and not cover any of the words. And then they can use their products over the top, and it'll keep the mediums from seeping through. Like this one is pretty dark. That one seeped through. So that's just kind of a nice little tip when you're getting started. Clear gesso, Anna's clear gesso works great for this. It doesn't have that gritty texture that some do. So check that out. I use a lot of watercolors. I use colored pencils. I even use my Copics, my alcohol markers. There's so many different mediums that you can use. My personal preference, I try to keep a lot of my mediums transparent. I don't use a lot of acrylic paint in my Bible because I want to make sure that I can still read all the wording. So that's really a nice personal preference, though. Kind of have fun with it. If you're not sure about mediums, there's always empty pages in the back that you could test on. So you can kind of play around with different mediums, see how they react, and go about it that way as well. So those are the stencils that we have coming out. They're just really fun. I wanted something that, again, you can use on different projects. You don't have to just use it in Bible journaling. You can use it for scrapbooking, art journaling. This would look really pretty in an art journal. I wanted just to give you something that you could really show your faith and express yourself and use those gifts you were given. Now, on to the next thing is we did some rub-ons, and I know rub-ons you haven't seen them in a while, but I really wanted to create something that we could use on a lot of different things. And the larger sets, these are about I think the 7x7 is the largest size design. Like this guy is about a 7x7. And these are all great for mixed media projects. Now, I will tell you, because they are so large, it is going to take you a bit of time to put these on your projects. But look at how nice that looks with the soft gold, that nice regal gold finish. I mean, me personally, it's so worth the effort. But I did 6 designs in the large size. We have these 3. And then we have these 3. Okay. I love this one. We're going to be using the smaller one on a project in my Bible tonight in just a few minutes. And then we have the small sets as well. And the same designs, but they're in black and they're small so that you can put them on your smaller projects and pages. Okay, and then you have this one. Okay, these are great. I love them. Yeah, they do have staying power. So I was gonna bring this in. I put a rub-on onto my planner, and I've been carrying my planner around for the last couple weeks since I put the rub-on, and I haven't noticed any chipping or anything like that, rubbing or anything off of the front. And I also put one on a clear transparency on the inside as well. So you could see that, I mean, it does last pretty good. What stores have pre-orders? I'm not sure what stores have pre-orders. I know that Corey Lynn said they were ordering it up at Scrap Addicts in Edmonton. And I think, I'm not sure. I'd have to look. I know that there's been a couple that have been, that have ordered. I'll have to check. And I'll give you kind of a couple pages to kind of look out for some of this stuff and keep you updated. I have a page on Facebook. It's called Creating in Faith with Jamie Dougherty. If you want to follow my page there, that's where I post all of my faith-based work, all of the upcoming events that I'll be doing with this, and all the product updates. So that's one page you can follow me on. I also have a group that if you'd like to join us, it's called Creating in Faith. And you're more than welcome to join us there as well. So make sure to join us there and share your artwork. Anyone can share their faith-based work there. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't have to be just Bible journaling. It could be anything faith-based that you work on. So join us there as well. So those are the two of the transparencies. And like I said, I've been carrying it around in my purse, in my bag for a couple weeks now, and I haven't noticed anything chipping off. Okay, so I took a couple of my little stamps, and I've done this before. Okay, come on. You're not going to focus, are you? Here, let's do this. There we go. So I made a little paper clip, or a little clothespin clip out of Eve, and then I did a little charm with Mary. I made a little charm to put in my planner as well. Isn't that fun? So there's just a couple ideas. Of course, you can use, oh, we lost some of our rings. You can use your cards as tabs. Oh, okay, come on. Now that we're done there. And I used, inside, doubled it up a little bit, and just kind of made my own little, whatever they're called. I don't know the planner lingo. I just started this, and as you can see, I don't mark down a lot of stuff. But that just gives you kind of a different idea of how you can use the collection. We are going to go ahead, and I'll show you the tags last, and then we'll go ahead and do a page in the Bible, and I'll show you a few little things to do. Now, lastly, we came out with 2 sets of note cards. One is a 4x6, and you can see new designs that we created, that I hand painted all the little flowers, watercolor stuff, all of this is all my handwriting. So it's, again, we wanted to bring you, original artwork. That's a watercolor I did, and it's so bright in this camera. Perfect love, God's beauty and grace. So there's just a lot of fun little cards in here that you can use. You can use them as tip outs or tip ins. If you're Bible journaling, you can use them as card fronts. You can use them in your regular art journal. Just something really fun. We also have the smaller set that have different designs. So we did kind of break up the designs between the 2 sets. So you have something different. You're not just buying the same set, just in different size. So that kind of gives you an idea of what they look like. Just fun. Okay. And in the giveaway, you guys will get the small set of note cards. All right, so let's go ahead and do a verse. I'm going to go ahead and grab my rub-ons, and I'm going to do one of the rub-ons that are in here. So Micah, let's see. I'm going to turn this around just real quick, you guys, so I can find it and we're not sitting here forever. Now, this is why tabs come in handy, I will tell you that. have most of it down, but not all of them. Some of those books kind of get lost in here. 1016. Okay. 1016. And this is one of my favorite verses in the Bible, and I've been waiting to journal this until tonight. So we're going to go ahead and take the rub-on that matches the verse, and it's Micah 6:8. Okay, just going to turn to the page. Again, I'm not going to prep the page. If you want to, you could, of course, prep the page, and it's really your preference. I kind of leave that up to you guys. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some watercolors. Take a little bit of our watercolor. These are just Daniel Smith artist watercolors. You can use whatever you have, though. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. Take a paintbrush. And I'm going to go ahead and just pull some color. I'm going to give myself a wash. Add a secondary color in there. Give it a little contrast. Now, the paper, because it is so thin, will warp. It flattens out later on. You don't have to, you know, freak out about it. It does flatten out once the book's closed and stuff like that. And I'm adding a lot of water to this. And we're going to go ahead and dry it once I'm done putting the watercolor down. Okay. All right. So I have an ample amount of color down there. Now I'm going to take my heat gun. I have to plug it in. We have cats now, so I can't just leave stuff plugged in. I'm afraid they're going to, like, turn it on or something. All right. So we're going to dry that. It could be your kids' watercolor paints. Yep. It could be whatever water paint colors you can get a hold of. Alright. Now, when I was first posting my pieces, and I'll show you a few more a little bit later, a lot of people were saying, well, I can't draw. I love the way it looks, but I can't draw. So that's one of the reasons why I did some of the stamp sets, so that you had some of the artistic look, but you didn't have to know, you know, how to do it. You didn't have to know how to draw. Okay, almost dry. Now you want to make sure it is completely dry because we're using the rub-on. You want to make sure it's dry so that the rub-on can stick to the paper. Yeah, one of you guys posted, definitely check out Bible journaling online. There's a lot of groups on Facebook that you can check out, and there's so many different Bible journaling. I mean, there's just so many different groups that you can join. Definitely check them out. Alright, feels like it's dry. The one plus about the Bible pages is it's very thin, so it dries quicker. Alrighty. So my rub-on might cover up a little bit of the wording, but as long as I'm able to kind of read it through, I'm fine. Now, Shannon Noel came out with a couple cool tools that I suggest if you're starting out. She has a page divider that works really awesome. Okay. Now I'm going to pull that off, place it down. Now I'm going to let some of it come off the side of the page, just a little bit. Then we're going to take our little stick that comes in the packet with you. And then you just start at one end. You press that down. Now what I do is I kind of get a good space, kind of press down, and then I start at one end and I kind of roll up the side as I'm doing it. That way the rub-on doesn't lift with your backing. Okay. Oh. Too many people trying to call. Okay. So I'm just lifting that off. And I'm probably being way more careful than you have to be. And it's hard to kind of see this upside down, I will admit. Okay. Let's go ahead and do more. Like I said, rub-ons do take a little bit of time, but once they're down, it's so worth, you know, the wait, or not wait, but the effort, I should say. And if you're a stamper like me, a stamp that's detailed, it'd take me like 5 or 6 times to get a nice crisp stamp of this image. And that was another reason why I wanted to do the rub-ons, because it comes out the first time when you rub it on. Okay, there we go. You just keep kind of folding it up, giving it a little bit of tension as you're going. And it comes up. I'm moving it a little bit closer to me, guys. There we go. And you could see that you could see when it separates that the lettering kind of turns gray. That means that it's pulling away from the backing and sticking to your paper. And you can see here how it's starting to stick to our page. And it really lays pretty flush against the paper. And I think that's why it's not a very thick rub-on. Some of the older ones were pretty thick and they had a lot of outline around them. And that's one reason why they would lift off of paper and stuff like that, because there was a lot of extra with it. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to have some that kind of come off the page. So what so far did you, I do too, the Prima tool works awesome for this, but I don't have one handy. I have it kind of packed away. So out of the collection, what have you guys seen that you really like? What has stood out to you? Stood out to you so far? My hand's hurting. I'm not gonna lie. It's been forever since I've done a lot of this work, but it's coming along. Actually, it's pretty easy. It's just hard to see the way I'm doing it. I should have done it. I should have did it this way. The journal cards. Thank you. The journal cards are fun. Because like you wouldn't even have to do this with the cards. You could add a little bit of washi tape to the edge and just add it to the edge of your journaling Bible, and journal onto the back. We gave the cards a clear or a plain back color, so you can just journal onto the back if you want to. There we go. Just a little bit more and we will be finished. Okay. My kids. So Halloween's coming up. Quentin decided he wants to be Godzilla for Halloween. Anybody know where somebody could make me a costume, because I really don't have the want to make him a Godzilla costume. He can't be something simple. He was the Hulk last year, and I used my pan pastels to paint him. Okay. Last little bit right here on the end. Oop, keep running off the page. There we go. So we have our nice little rub on, a little bit of watercolor on the back. We can use our stamp set. If you didn't have the verse here already, you could use the stamp set. You can still use it on here if you wanted to. On this page, I'd probably use the little heart up at the top. Kind of remind me what the verse kind of was about for me personally. And I'll just put it right up here. You could also use this to kind of highlight the verse, and the verse is down here. But what I could do is put it on this side right next to the verse. And that'll kind of highlight me to where it was at. So there's just a couple of ideas that you could use. And again, you don't have to put a lot of effort, or a lot, not effort, but a lot of time into it. You can see here, very quick and easy. I take probably like a pen. Let's go ahead and use a marker and color in the little hearts. Using just a little pen to kind of darken that up a little bit. Okay. Make it pop up just a little bit more, and just have fun with it. And that's another thing when doing this. Have fun and enjoy it. And I notice for myself that, oh, thanks, Carrie. Thank you for that tip on the Halloween costume. That's one of the whole things. You want to enjoy this. You want to enjoy it so that you continue and grow in doing this, and not just give up because it becomes too tedious. You don't want it to be, you know, this chore. You want it to be something you enjoy. So definitely, I wanted to give you guys something that you could build off of, but still keep it creative and artistic looking, and kind of just bring it outside the box. And I know so many of you have some of those mixed media art mediums. Why not use them in here too? And just have fun with it. And, you know, I don't know what else to say. I just enjoy it. Let me show you a tip-in. So this is one that I did with a drawing, but you could do the same thing with the note cards. So I'm going to take one of our note cards, and I'm going to go ahead and find, I just had washi tape too. Washi tape! Here it is. So you just take a little bit of washi tape. I take it about the length of the card. Okay. And what I do is I'll put it on the back of my paper first. So I lay it out on the back of whatever page you're going to put it on, and then I line up my card right along the edge of my page, and then I just fold the tape over. Okay, and then I have a nice little tip in. So if you have a regular Bible that you want to journal and add, not add, but you want to be able to document it more than you have space, you can add space by using the note cards. And that was one reason why I wanted to do the note cards, so that we were able to give you more options in journaling. Because some people don't like to, you know, put it onto the page and they feel uncomfortable in case they mess up or something like that. You have the note cards, and you can use, you know, add your note cards, add like a piece of watercolor paper, like our watercolor pads, the Bloom collection watercolor pads. You can do the same thing. Take them and paint on those and then add them in as a tip-in. So that's something, another option. The problem is finding them with the nice space on the side. Okay, so with finding the journal, the Bibling journals, there's a couple places. You can check Amazon.com or you can check ChristianBookstore.com, and both of those have a huge variety. Most of them are going to be ESV translation. And then there's two options with that. There's a single column, which is this. So all of your wording is in one single column. And then there's one with two column. Now the two column, the word's really small. So you'll have two columns of wording fit in the same space. So just keep that in mind. The two columns can sometimes be less expensive. If you can handle reading the smaller wording, that's fine. If you can't, I would try to find a single column version. So ESV single column is what I have here. And Crossway, if you want to just Google Crossway or look them up on Facebook, they're on there as well. Crossway is the publisher. So if you look them up, Crossway ESV Bible, Journaling Bible, you'll be able to find other locations online as well to purchase them. So, but those two locations online have been the best so far that I've found to purchase them. And like I said earlier, let me find our goodie bag. Where is all the goodies? So on top of everything that we've included already, for this giveaway, I started it a few weeks ago, and those of you wondering where the video is, it's taking longer than I expected with all of your amazing verses and insight and everything. And plus, I wanted to do the giveaway once we had the goodies from the new collection. But one person's going to get a brand new Bible, ESV, same thing I have. This one. Now, make sure you check out my page, Creating in Faith, with Jamie Dougherty, to enter. Good night, Sandra. And also, you'll be getting a Bible cover, or like a Bible bag. You'll also be getting a couple fun books, a daily devotional. This is a fun book. I loved it. Read this one. This will be included. You'll also get some of my other Bloom Girl stamps from our summer release. So we'll be getting those as well. And the birds. Oh, so the birds. I've used this, and when I design those, I designed the size so that I could use them in my journaling Bible. And I want to show you a page that I did using that stamp set, and they fit perfectly in the margins, and want to make sure that you saw those as well. Where is the giveaway again? The giveaway, I'm going to post another picture on my page. It'll be on my Facebook page at Creating in Faith with Jamie Dougherty. Let me see if I can get a link to that while you guys are still on here real quick. It'll be up in like maybe 5 minutes. So just give me a second, and then I'll make sure that it's posted there. Okay. Here is my page. Okay. Well, let's take that. Yep. There we go. And I'll have the link there, or the picture to comment under. So many of you, we're so thankful that you guys joined in on that earlier on and left your favorite verses, left how Bible journaling has helped you and everything. You also get this fun little bag with one of our designs. You get a fun little coffee cup with the same design. Ah! There goes my watercolor pencils. And you get a set of Faber-Castell, and you get a set of cards. And there's a couple other little things in there. But I wanted to show you guys everything now that will be in our giveaway bag. I'll post a photo of it here in a little bit with everything in it. And I'm just so excited and overwhelmed. I'm very honored and thankful that so many of you showed excitement today on Facebook and social media, and I'm just really excited that this is going to be able to kind of be seen and used by so many. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know we're early, a little early. If you guys want me to, I can do something else. The bags are for sale on Society6, society6.com. If you look under my name, Jamie Dougherty or Jalen Scraps, you can purchase those there, along with the cards as well. I haven't produced them myself yet, but if for now they're on Society6.com. Alrighty. Do you guys have any questions, or anything else? Thank you. Oh, also, you guys will get one of the little, oh, where did it go? Or the little book bands, the Bible bands that I've been making on my Etsy shop. You guys will get one to go with your new Bible. So that'll go in there as well. Thank you. Did you guys want to see, or did you, I think we saw everything. Did you want to see anything else? Oh, let me show you one more with the bird. This has kind of been a favorite of a lot of people. This one. This is from that bird set also. The flowers and the everything on this one, except the writing, is from the same set. So that kind of gives you an idea. I have a feeling, I don't know exactly numbers, but I have a feeling this one has been kind of a popular stamp set for summer. I am too, and you know, really this has helped me kind of just really connect deeper with what I'm reading and make it more personal to me. And I know a lot of other people that have said the same thing. I've met a couple people on Facebook that it actually brought them to God for the first time. So it's just been an amazing thing, and I'm enjoying the fact that it could, you know, help more and really just show everybody how much we're loved. Thank you. Have a good evening, everybody. Yeah, let me show you the stamps, the girl stamps. These lovely ladies. They're so much fun. And I really liked that we made them a smaller size this time so that you can use them on, you know, a lot of different projects. Yes, the bird stamps are available now. These were the summer release. These should be in your local stores. If not, ask them and they can order them for you. All of these stamps were our summer release. And I think I have one more. Yeah. So these were all summer. And these work great in your, you know, Bible journaling too. Let me see, where is our Peyton girl? Peyton's in here somewhere. There she is. I used her, part of her stamp as well. And you know, you can definitely use so many different things. And that's the great part about all of this, is you can use stuff you already have in your supplies, and using it in a different and meaningful, personal way for you. Thank you, everybody. If you have any questions, further questions, please feel free to contact me on Facebook. You can also email me at jaylinscraps@gmail.com. I'm going to have more of videos and everything on my website at jamiedoughertydesigns.com here in the coming days, and give you a lot more resources of products to use, different groups online that you can join to help you kind of through this. If you're new to all of this, there's a lot of resources to kind of get you started, to encourage you on your walk in faith. Okay. Thank you, everybody, and have a good evening. If you have, you can find me through Facebook. I'll also put the 2 links to the group and my page on the Life with Prima page, if that's okay with Carrie. And thank you for joining me, and have a good evening.